Now we are back at the Zari and we already picked the Zari twice. So this is gonna be the third pick. And as you can see, these have colored intensely red. I mean, this isn't normal for us, for a Zari to color this red, as we usually pick everything before it becomes this red. But we have excellent Zari this year. Most of the years we have some issues with it, like hail damage or anything, because these apples are so vulnerable for hail damage. It's way more than the All-Star. So anything that hits them just makes damage on them. And this year they are really clean and really red and really tasteful, and we have a lot of them. So it's a really good year for the Zari. So we are gonna pick these now and we're just gonna finish them off. As basically every apple on the tree has a nice color, and yeah, that's all we need. A nice color and a nice taste, a nice size, but they have a nice size. So let's get the pluk-o-traks in and pick. So at this moment the guys are picking in the Zari, and it's been 5 o'clock or 5:30 actually. So they went home, but we got a nice amount of bins out of the Zari yet. We still have to do some more tomorrow. And after that, I think we do a few bins of Golden Delicious. And then we have to head home next week to go pick the third round of Elster there. And then we got a lot of special stuff to pick. So it's gonna be a week of specials again. Now, let's load this up and then we head home for dinner. And these are all going in ULO, so that means they will come out in January, February or March, whenever we need them. And we distribute these over the year, as it's a nice apple to have. We should not have too much of it, but the amount we have is perfect. And we got more than enough customers who like this one, as this is actually not a hard apple, but it's a really nice one to eat. So a lot of people like it for that reason. And it's also a very fresh apple, so it has a lot of juice inside. So that's nice about our short roads, that we can actually turn around here. That way we can still get out quick enough. We finished the Zari this morning and we are now doing Golden Delicious, as we have some Golden Delicious which are ripe and we also need some Golden Delicious to sell. So it's good to pick a few bins today, and for then we call it a weekend, and on Monday we start doing Ulster third pick at the home field. So yeah, let's collect some bins of Golden Delicious today. Well, Saturday afternoon and it's weekend now, so everybody's home. We are gonna clean up, so everything has to come home right now, and then we have to pull the pluk-o-traks home and prepare some things for Monday, as we need to have the next field prepped. I need to do some repairs on the pluk-o-traks because they do have some broken parts, and that just happens over the weeks. So I just have to fix it now because I cannot fix these with a running machine. I really need to do this in the workshop. So I got the machines at home for repairs, and I got another issue with this machine, which is that the engine sometimes doesn't want to run, and that's not good. I want to check if the bushie is fine, and maybe I can blow through the fuel. So if I got stuff stuck in there, then hopefully it gets stuck in the filter and not in the pipework. And that's all I can do. So let's give it a try. It's running fine now, so that's making it hard to fix. First, let's check if the machine got oil. That's interesting, oil is also low, so it used a lot of oil. That's not what I like to see, but it is what it is. What I'm gonna do is I first refill the oil, maybe that fixes all the issue. There's an oil level sensor inside. Okay, that was the refill. Let's find out if the machine is gonna run better now.
Besonders kritisch ist die Lage aktuell im Niederösterreich.
Okay, I don't know how good you can see this, but the bougie does seem quite black and it's completely under the black powder. So we are gonna add a new one and hopefully it's gonna make it run a bit better. Okay, there's a bit more going on here, and that is that this pulley is completely bent. This one is completely worn out. The chain is slipping. So to these things we all have to look if I even got these parts. I hope so, because this is just very worn out. It's still going around, but that's all. Alright, so for everything that we just uncovered, we are gonna have to loosen the bolt, which is here. That's holding this pulley in place, and we need to loosen that because I need to loosen this pulley, as this is the belt tensioner, and I need tension of the belt to be able to fix this one. Once we got tension of the belt, we can remove the lower pulley, and then we can access all the rest. So that's the tension. That's now off. So we use this one. Then there's two holes here. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now this one should have an Allen key somewhere. So if we rotate it a bit, we should be able to find the spot. Here there's an Allen key on the gear side. but I cannot find it. Alright, over the years we greased this up a lot, but here I found a hole in the gear and that's where the Allen key bolt is in. If we loosen that one, then we can take off the gear easily. That's it. Now you can see this was a gear, but it's completely shot. So we need this new right now. Now we need that chain out. To do so we need to move the brush off. But to move the brush off I made handles on this side so that cannot shift off. Okay, so here is our little gear, and this one looks to be in good shape still. So we are gonna keep this one. Now let's see, it had to go together like that. So this is how it works. That's how it sits. And this is a really old part, but it can go for a lot more years. We just have to get a new chain on there, and I got a chain. Alright, chain goes over. So this is a brand new chain. Let's make sure it's the correct length. It should be, but it's perfect. So that's really good. Now we have to get this one back in the brush again. And that is nothing more than smashing it. Like that.
On my hands, mine's right. Wrenches twisting, bolts won't budge. Curses fly, my patience judged. Rushing gears, they scream and shout. Busted knuckles, blood drips out. Fighting metal, iron war. Sweat drips down to the floor. Racing police, time no slack. Demons screaming on the track. Driving shades with shattered pride. Right through hell, no place to hide. Love is taking daylight breaks. Labyrinth of steel it takes. Every ounce of strength I got won't surrender to this blood. Clock is ticking, daylight breaks. Labyrinth of steel it takes. Every ounce of strength I got won't surrender to this blood. Fixing police, tight no slack. Female screaming on the track. Driving shades with shattered pride. Right through hell, no place to hide. Is ticking, daylight breaks. Labyrinth of steel it takes. Every ounce of strength I got won't surrender to this blood. Bones are wrenching, mind is numb. Feel the weight of what's become. In this fight I'm not alone. Against the steel we make our own.
After getting that bougie installed, the machine didn't stall anymore, so I think the issue is fixed and we are gonna close the engine room. I had the machine running for like another half an hour and everything was fine. So it should be good now. If it's not, then yeah, we can figure it out as we still have a third machine sitting there, so we can always use that as a backup if something's going wrong. Alright, let's see if it works now.